It's Peter McLeod here from Aardvark McLeod, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the reels that I've been using for giant trevally fishing. For the last few years I've been using Hardy reels, and recently I started using the Hardy SDS 12,000, which is a fantastic reel for the money. It's very lightweight. And what I really love about this reel is that actually every time that you crank the handle you get a 14-inch retrieve. So that's a lot of line to be retrieving in a very short space of time. It is a wide arbor, it's got a fantastic drag system on it. It kicks out about 14 to 15 foot-pounds of drag. And it's a very light, solid reel, very well made. And I think one of the best things I like about it is really just the sheer size of the arbor that it has on it. It's a very reasonably priced reel. They retail at about £399, which for a 12-weight reel for giant trevally is excellent value for money. The other reel I was using, which is the Hardy Fortuna. Now when this came out, the Fortuna X, it absolutely blew my mind, mostly because of the sheer drag capacity that the reel has. This reel has a drag of somewhere in the region of 32 foot-pounds, which is extraordinary for a reel of this size, and one which you would normally only find on blue water reels. On this model, which is the X3, I think I have something like 350 yards of 80-pound braid backing, and it's a very lightweight, solid construction. It's an absolute machine, this reel. It's got a sealed drag, which I've never had any issues with. It's very easy to convert from left to right hand wind. And what I love about this reel is that you can take the handle, actually with all of these Hardy reels, is you can crank the drag handle from 0 to full-on drag in one turn of the reel, to the point where I've certainly struggled with other reel manufacturers in the past of being able to do that. It's vital for giant trevally especially, that you have the ability to do that, to go from 0 to 100 with one large crank of the handle. You don't want to be winding like this while you're still trying to fight a fish. So they've just produced the new Fortuna, the XDS, which I have finally got my hands on, and hence why I'm making this video, because I wanted to do a bit of a comparison as to what these two reels were like. So we've done really well with this one, totally bomb-proof, great drag system, and it's done exactly what it says on the tin. The only criticism that I've had of the Fortuna X is that it's just a little bit on the heavy side. And some other clients, some other fishermen who I fish with have also said similar kind of comments. Well, obviously Hardy have listened, because they have now produced the Fortuna XDS reel, which is absolutely superb. So it's got the same winning drag system, upwards of 30 pounds of drag, which is exactly what we need. It's not as wide or arbor as the SDS is, but in terms of the weight, it's very comparable. I've got an enormous amount of backing on this one. I think it's near 450 yards of 80-pound braid. Takes a 12-weight GT line quite happily. And one of the other things I really like, which you can just see on there on the drag knob, is that you can see the colour coding on the drag, so that it goes from green through orange through red, and again 340 degrees, and it goes from 0 to fully locked, and you can barely move that with your hands. Now that's going to be really useful on the flats, and I have to say I'm extremely excited about testing this one out. I think it looks great as well. Again, same solid construction, but they ported out a large quantity of the metal, which makes it much lighter. to give you a little bit further look, all of these three reels have an unlocking screw which stays on the spool, and the spool pops off very, very easily, and you can see that this is a completely sealed drag system. There's going to be no salt water getting in that at all. And other than that, there's really no moving parts to this reel at all. They always say that simple is good, but all of the rest of it happens inside the sealed drag, and I believe from memory it's something like 8 carbon fibre plates in that drag which are keeping that all together. So I shall put this one through its paces on provenance fairly shortly. I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs, but in my mind I really know that it's going to be an absolute no-brainer. Very, very excited about using it. So I thought you might be interested in seeing a bit of a comparison test. Thanks a lot.